Hello friends, this is Rajkumar. Welcome to our channel Wealth Upon You. Before we start, let us salute and bow to the courage and sacrifice of our soldiers who had laid down their lives in protecting our sovereignty of the nation, and let us extend our support and deepest condolence to their families. Jai Hind. Okay friends, let's move on. In this video, let us discuss about the Indus Tower and Infratel deal and what is the relation it has with Vodafone Idea. We are not going to discuss this in detail. We will only discuss about few points in this. Let us see the shareholding pattern about Infratel and Indus Tower prior to the merger. In Infratel, Bharti Airtel holds 53.51% and rest is held by FFI and public. In Indus Tower, it is jointly held by Vodafone PLC and Bharti Infratel. Both owns 42% and Vodafone Idea owns 11.15% and Provident Equity Fund that owns 4.85%. This is the shareholding pattern prior to the merger. Post merger, they have two options. One is part stock, part case consideration. In this option, Vodafone Idea can take case and can exit from this merged entity. In that case, Vodafone PLC will be having approximately 29% and Bharti Airtel will be having approximately 37% and Providence Equity Fund will be having approximately 1.1% and rest is by public and FFI. In all stock consideration option, Vodafone Idea will be having approximately 7.1% stake in the merged entity and Vodafone PLC will be having 26.7%, Airtel will be having approximately 33% and rest by public and FFI. These are the two options as per their initial agreement. So let us see. This is the document proposed merger with Indus Tower. This is the presentation I have downloaded from Bharti Airtel website, December 2018 dated. In this, I would like to quickly show you some points from this. Here is the what we have discussed, the all stock transaction details here, and part stock, part cash transaction details are here. As per this presentation, the expected PAT was approximately 3,900 crore for the merged tower company, which is almost double if we compare the financial year 2020 PAT of the Bharti Infratel, which is almost 1,800 crore. So it is almost double. And one more thing I would like to highlight is from this presentation, if we go to the page number 15 in this presentation, we can see this shareholding pattern, post merger, pre merger, and then capex and opex synergies envisaged post merger. Here it is likelihood of savings by way of lowering administrative cost, savings on account of common expenses, tower operating center costs, etc. The head office cost for the merged entity was in the vicinity of Rs 3 to 4 billion during financial years 2017-18. And capex related synergies, volume discounts anticipated due to combined buying, savings on common investments such as IT, facilities like corporate headquarters, tower operating center, etc. Consolidated capex for the merged entity was approximately 35,950 million during financial year 2017 and 18. Okay, let's move on. Now we will discuss about why Indus Tower and Infratel merger is necessary for Airtel, Vodafone and Vodafone Idea. The main reason why they are planning to merge these two entities is to deleverage the tower business. So by that, Vodafone Idea plans to monetize its stake in Indus Tower for approximately 4,000 to 5,000 4,500 to 5,000 crore. Airtel plans to raise approximately 30,000 crore by reducing its stake in the tower company post merger. Vodafone PLC plans to raise approximately 2 billion USD by reducing its stake in the tower company post merger. For this, we can refer the news in the Economic Times dated May 2nd, 2019. Bharti Vodafone in talks with KKR for stake sale in Tower Venture. Here it talks about the merger, and then post merger both Bharti Airtel and Vodafone Group PLC are in talks with a consortium led by private equity firm KKR to slash their stakes by over half in the company that will be created by the imminent merger of Bharti Infratel and Indus Tower. This could lead to change in management at the merged entity, which will be among the world's largest tower companies. The combined entity is being valued at 12 to 13 billion. Once Bharti Infratel and Indus Tower merge, Bharti Airtel and Vodafone Group are aiming to bring their stakes down to around 13%. Here if we come, it talks about yeah, here's the point I would like to highlight. If the merged entity is valued at 13 billion, Bharti Airtel could raise about 3.2 billion, around 22,400 crore, by its reducing stake from over 37% to 13%. On its part, the Vodafone Group could raise around 2.1 billion by reducing its holding to 13% from over 29%. So this is their plan. That is the reason they are planning to merge this entity, two tower companies, so as they can increase the enterprise value of that tower company, and then they can monetize it to raise the additional money. Now what happens if I would like to, okay, before I will go to this point, I would like to highlight one more news from related to this. This is from CNBC TV
Let's
18.
get straight then to a couple of telecom stocks.
Sorry, dated 11th June 2020. Bharti Infra Tower Indus Tower merger may finally go through. Here is what the deal could like. So what is the new shareholding could look like? This is the recent development. As per a research note by IIFL Research, if it is an all-stock deal, then Airtel could hold 33.8%. Vodafone Idea is expected to hold around 7.1%. Vodafone PLC 26.7%. Providence would be holding around 3.1%, and others 32.3%. If it is a part cash and a part stock deal as was originally discussed, then Airtel could hold 37.2%. Vodafone Idea will see a complete exit. Vodafone PLC a 29.4 stake, Providence 1.1% stake, and others 32.3% stake. And here it is, deleveraging for Bharti Airtel and Vodafone Idea. The merger also provides deleveraging options for its shareholders. Bharti Airtel and Vodafone Idea have at various points talked about raising capital. As CNBC TV 18 had earlier reported, Bharti Airtel has begun talks with investors to sell stake, but with the deal getting delayed, all talks had to come to a halt. Sources say the company hopes to renew talks with investors to sell the stake. Expected fundraising for the company from the stake was expected to be between 30,000 to 40,000 crore. For Vodafone Idea, deleveraging can come either via cash exit during the merger or sale of the stake it holds in the merged entity. So this is the point I would like to highlight, and this is the figures I have referred in the presentation as per the latest news. So Airtel plans to raise approximately 30,000 crore by reducing its stake in the tower company. Okay, let's move on and discuss what happens if Vodafone Idea shuts down its operation in India. Indus Tower and Infra Tower deal will not get through. It will collapse. Then Vodafone PLC, Vodafone India and Airtel will not be able to raise additional money, as it will seriously affect the Indus Tower revenue and it will not get proper valuation. And Bharti Infratel revenue and valuation also will be affected if VIL shuts, unless otherwise there is any new buyer for the VIL. Otherwise Indus Tower as well as Bharti Infratel both will be affected. And Vodafone PLC and Vodafone Idea will not only lose its investment in Vodafone Idea, they will lose their revenue and investment in Indus Tower as well. Post merger, Vodafone post merger Vodafone Idea and Vodafone PLC will be having approximately 33.8% in the merged tower company, which is approximately 4 billion USD if the combined tower company is valued at 12 billion USD, which we have seen it in the news, Economic Time news. In addition to that, they have invested so much of money in the mobile business as well. Let us see the Vodafone Idea assessed as per Wikipedia as of 2019. It is approximately 32 billion, which is 2 lakh 30,000 crore as of 2019 as per Wikipedia. Let us brainstorm how much money Vodafone PLC could have invested in this business so far. We will refer Wikipedia. As per Wikipedia, in 2007, Vodafone has bought 67% of holdings in HSR Group for 11.1 billion. In 2011, Vodafone Group bought the mobile phone business of its partner SR for 5.46 billion. Again in 2014, India-based Premal Group sold its 11% stake in Vodafone India to Prime Metals, an indirect subsidiary of Vodafone Group. I do not have any cost details in this Wikipedia, so I am not considering this in my calculation. So then in 2016, Vodafone has invested 47,700 crore in Vodafone. Vodafone PLC has invested 47,700 crore in Vodafone India. We can refer Bloomberg News, September 26, 2016. Vodafone values Indian arm at 93,400 crore ahead of initial public offer. In addition to that, we can refer Fortune.com news dated 20 September 2016. Vodafone is investing 7.2 billion into its Indian division. Let's move on. And in 2019, during the right issue, it has invested approximately 1.5 billion. So this itself, it is approximately 25 billion. So in total, it could be in the range of 25 billion to 30 billion. Let us see how much how much Idea could have invested in this business. For that, we can refer 2018 Wikipedia data. As per 2018 Wikipedia data for Idea Cellular, the total customers is approximately 220 million, and annual revenue is 35,475 crore, and revenue itself it is 5 billion. And then we can refer this statement to arrive the enterprise value of Vodafone Idea at that time. In 2008, Malaysia-based Axita had bought around 20% stake in the company in 2008 for 2 billion. So in 2008, the enterprise value of Idea is approximately 10 billion. So in 2018, it could have been in the range of 15 to 20 billion. So maybe Idea Group would have invested around 15 to 20 billion. Worst case, okay, we can consider as a 15 billion. So after investing this much money, if they are forced to exit, it will be a huge loss to them as well as to India. There will be cascading effect on the Indian economy, and it will create a negative image about India among global investors. So let us wait and see how things will be going in tomorrow's AGR hearing. Let's hope for some positive outcome. That's all I would like to highlight in this video. Thanks for watching. If you like our video, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.